Azura is an enchanting and mysterious ancient city nestled in a lush valley, surrounded by towering, mist-shrouded mountains. The city was bordered by a serene lake that reflected the sky, enhancing its connection with the heavens. The architecture seamlessly blended with the natural landscape, featuring gardens and flowing waterways. The buildings of Azura were masterpieces of stone and glass, their designs both intricate and elegant. The most iconic structure was the Sky Temple, located at the city's highest point, where the people observed the stars and the moon. The streets were lined with cobblestones, and vibrant marketplaces were filled with the sound of merchants and artisans. Azurans were known for their advanced knowledge of philosophy. An egalitarian society, Azurans have great respect for both the environment and the cosmos. Jallen and Zalika, a young couple, lived in Azura. In this picturesque mystical city of Azura, nestled amidst misty mountains and azure waters, the love story of Jallen and Zalika unfolded, a tale as timeless as the city itself. Jallen, a young and ambitious scholar of astronomy, was known for his wisdom and kindness. He spent his days and nights at the Sky Temple, gazing at the heavens, unraveling the secrets of the stars. Zalika, on the other hand, was a talented artist, her paintings mirroring the beauty and depth of Azura itself. Her art captured the essence of their homeland, from the lush landscapes to the vibrant city life. Their paths first crossed at the city's bustling marketplace, where Zalika was exhibiting her art. Jallen, drawn by the vivid colors and depth of her work, found himself captivated not just by her art, but also by her radiant spirit and sharp intellect. Zalika, in turn, was intrigued by Jallen's knowledge and the passion with which he spoke of the stars and the cosmos. In the days that followed, their encounters became more frequent. Jallen would often find himself at the marketplace, under the pretense of observing the sky, but in truth, he was there to see Zalika. They would talk for hours, finding comfort and inspiration in each other's company. Their bond deepened during the Festival of Lights, an annual celebration in Azura, where the night sky lit up with a myriad of stars. It was a night of music, dance, and storytelling. Under the celestial tapestry, Jallen took Zalika's hand, leading her in a dance that mirrored the rhythm of the cosmos. Surrounded by the harmony of their city, under the watchful gaze of the stars, they realized their hearts were irrevocably intertwined. As months turned into seasons, their love only grew stronger. Jallen proposed to Zalika at the very place they first met, the marketplace, now adorned with flowers and lanterns. He didn't offer her jewels or riches, but a promise to walk with her side by side in the pursuit of knowledge, art, and love under the eternal Azuran sky. Their wedding was a reflection of Azura itself, simple yet profound. Held at the Sky Temple, with the city's elders blessing them, they vowed to be each other's companions in this life and beyond. The people of Azura celebrated, their joy echoing through the valleys and mountains. In Azura, where the bonds of love were as revered as the wisdom of the stars, Jallen and Zalika's union was a testament to the city's ethos, a harmony of heart, mind, and spirit, a melody that has continued to resonate through the annals of time. Soon, Jallen and Zalika's marriage, once filled with love and harmony, began to face trials as the initial bliss of their marriage faded. The challenges they encountered speak to timeless issues relevant through the ages. As the celebratory aura of their honeymoon phase waned, reality set in. Zalika, a passionate artist, found herself increasingly overwhelmed. Her days were consumed by household duties, attending to Jallen's needs, and trying to find time for her art. The vibrant, creative spirit that once defined her seemed to be fading under the weight of these responsibilities. Her glow began to wane. Jallen, on the other hand, felt neglected. Accustomed to Zalika's undivided attention during their courtship, he struggled to adapt to their new life, where Zalika's time and energy were divided. His initial feelings of neglect gradually turned into frustration, and unfortunately, he began expressing this through emotional outbursts. He failed to see the pressure Zalika was under, and how his demands only added to her burden. The situation escalated as Jallen's emotional outbursts became more frequent. He criticized Zalika for her perceived lack of attention and care, oblivious to the fact that she was juggling multiple roles. Zalika, feeling increasingly trapped and unappreciated, began to lose her sense of self. The love and understanding that once defined their relationship, overshadowed by a growing chasm of misunderstanding and resentment. Their once happy home turned into a space of tension and unhappiness. Zalika's art, once vibrant and full of life, mirrored her inner turmoil. The colors turned somber, the themes reflective of her deepening sadness. She began to withdraw from society. Jallen, consumed by his own emotions, failed to notice the change, not just in Zalika's art, but in Zalika herself. He began to feel inadequate, angry and self-centered. As the situation in their marriage became increasingly strained, Jallen, struggling with feelings of shame and anger over what he perceived as a failing marriage, began to harbor darker thoughts. In the ancient city of Azura, where divorce was rare and often seen as a sign of personal failure, Jallen felt trapped in a situation he believed was beyond repair. Jallen's frustration and sense of inadequacy grew into a deep resentment towards Zalika. He unfairly blamed her for their marital issues, failing to recognize his own part in their troubles. His inability to communicate his feelings and seek resolution only compounded the problem. In his desperation and misguided thinking, Jallen began to contemplate a more drastic and permanent solution to hide his perceived failure. He thought that if he could remove Zalika from the equation, he could maintain his reputation and avoid the stigma of a broken marriage. Jallen, overwhelmed by his perceived failure in marriage, sought the counsel of his mother, Myra. She was a widow, deeply respected in Azura as a traditional healer and midwife, known for her esoteric wisdom and compassion. Jallen, consumed by despair and misguided anger, confided in Myra, pouring out his frustrations and misery. In his desperation, he made a shocking request. He begged Myra to help him end Zalika's life. believing that this was the only way to escape his marital problems and save his reputation. Myra, a woman of great wisdom and moral integrity, was horrified by Jallen's request. She had spent her life healing and nurturing life, not harming it. She understood the gravity of the situation, not just the peril that Zalika faced, but also the dangerous path Jallen was treading, one that could lead to irrevocable consequences. She took it upon herself to address the situation with the seriousness it deserved.
I will help you, my son, but there is a little task attached.
What task, Mother? I am willing and ready to carry out any task attached to get her out.
Great. Firstly, you will have to make peace with her, so that no one will suspect you when she is dead. Secondly, you need to take your self-grooming seriously in order to look as attractive to her as at the time you first met. Thirdly, you have to take good care of her, buy her gifts, and be very nice and appreciative of all she does at home. Number 4, you have to be patient, loving, and less jealous of the time she spends doing her at work. Have more listening ears. Be her mentor, not her tormentor. Lastly, you must do all of the above to encourage peace and love, so that you will never be suspected when she must have died. Can you do all that I have asked of you?
Yes, I can.
She went into her kitchen, ruminated for long, and came out with a well-wrapped envelope and handed it over to Jallen, saying,
Take this powder. Take over the making of the Azura night tea at home. Tell her you want to help her with that little task, to give her time for her evening self-grooming. While she bathes, make the tea and ensure to pour a bit of this powder in her tea daily. It will kill her slowly. She will slow down gradually, then fall ill and die. No one will suspect you. The entire community will commiserate with you, knowing how much love you showed her.
As Jallen followed his mother's instructions, he began to see a change, not only in Zalika, but also within himself. His renewed attention and care for Zalika, his efforts to listen and be present for her, slowly started to mend the rifts in their marriage. The process of making tea became a symbol of his newfound commitment to their relationship. Over time, as their relationship improved, Jallen did not want his wife dead anymore, so he ran to his mother in tears.
Mother, I have no intention of killing my wife again. I have grown to love her more because he has completely changed. She is once more the sweet girl I fell in love with at the market square. What can I do to stop the poison from killing her? Please help me, Mother.
Do not worry, son. What I gave you the other day was just ginseng and maca powder combined. It will never kill your wife. It will increase the libido of both of you to hasten the arrival of my grandchildren. In reality, you were the poison that was slowly killing your wife with anxiety and depression. It was when you started loving, honoring, and cherishing her that you saved her from certain mental breakdown and a miserable death.
Jallen's relief upon hearing his mother's words was immense. The fear that he had harmed Zalika dissolved, replaced by a profound realization. He understood that the real poison in their relationship wasn't a physical substance, but his own behavior, his neglect, emotional abuse, and lack of understanding. This realization hit him with the weight of all the days and nights he had let slip by in bitterness and anger. Myra's ingenious plan had led Jallen on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. By encouraging him to adopt a more loving, caring, and respectful demeanor. She had guided him to be the antidote to the negativity that had been prevailing in their marriage. The herbs she gave him were merely symbolic, a catalyst for change, fostering a closer, more intimate bond between him and Zalika. This twist in their story marked a new beginning for Jallen and Zalika. Jallen's newfound love and appreciation for his wife not only rekindled the affection they once shared, but also lifted Zalika from the depths of her despair. The couple found themselves rediscovering each other, experiencing a deeper, more meaningful connection than ever before. Jallen learned a crucial lesson, that the strength of a relationship lies in the ability to grow, to empathize, and to cherish one another. Myra, through her wisdom, had saved not just a marriage, but the very souls of her son and daughter-in-law. In Azura, a city that valued wisdom, the story of Jallen, Zalika, and Myra became a profound example of how wisdom, understanding, and a mother's love can transform and heal. It served as a reminder to the people of Azura of the power of kindness, the importance of self-reflection, and the transformative nature of love and respect in overcoming the trials of life. This story from the ancient city of Azura thus weaves a timeless message about the power of love, the importance of introspection, and the role of wise counsel in navigating the complexities of human relationships.